All right, so what we're gonna do today, we're gonna try to rough in some of this electric. That way we can get to getting the insulation done in the cabin. So we got laid out, some of it laid out, what we wanna do. 2 switches there. And we have receptacles on our countertop and a switch and a receptacle in this box. The switch will be for the light over the sink. We got a receptacle on this side of the counter. And then this corner here, we're gonna have probably just do an indoor shower and a vanity, because the cabin will have an outhouse. We're not doing a black water system. So we're gonna nail up some boxes and run some wires. Shane's drilling holes.
So you don't need staples in, do you?
Yeah, so I will, but not right at the moment. So that means I'm gonna need a long one that's gonna reach all the way to that box. Up to this box. There's 14 tubes for light circuits, lighting, okay? Pull some back. That's enough. Okay, so we got a little bit of electrical done. We just made a winter trip up here, tried to check on the cabin. Figured we'd do a couple things while we were here. And we got these in, we got all these beams in earlier. We didn't have any video of that. It was pretty boring anyhow. Okay, so we got the electric roughing done here on the cabin. Went ahead and put a switch in here for the light above the sink, because put a little pigtail light up there. So hopefully when we tie in the panel box, we can power this all up. The future bathroom, the fan, still have to run the exhaust vent out through the wall there. We got a GFI for the vanity. Also down here we have our inlet plug for our solar battery that we're going to put in here. It's 110 30 amp, and that'll power the panel box, power the whole cabin. And then we'll be doing a stacked switch in here. That's why there's a red and a black stacked switch. So the one switch will run the fan, one will run the light above the vanity. Refrigerator receptacle. Of course, there's our panel box. We'll be tying that in on another video. And then we have receptacles the whole way around. Didn't bother showing all that because, of course, I had to work around all of this mess. And we have plenty of receptacles going around. They're on their own circuit. And then we brought up power off of that circuit. We ran a 14.3 the whole way around because we're using the red wire for all the receptacles. The black wire was just to feed power to this switch box here. So this switch here will control the 3 recessed lights on the outside porch. They'll go up out here later. And then this is stack switch here. This will control the ceiling fan. It's gonna be way out there in the loft. I put a temporary bulb in up there for now, so we get this running. We can light it up in here and keep working. This will show you the outside stuff also. So we have our waterproof GFI receptacle out here on the porch. And then if we go around to the back side, we have our generator inlet box, which is also a 3-prong round inlet cord. That'll be 30 amp, 110 volts, and that'll power the panel box. So what I did, I ran a 3-wire, a 10-3, which will also be capable of handling a bigger generator later. Since I ran a 3-wire and I want to power both legs and panel box inside, I bugged them together in here inside this box, and then put a jumper from there to another black wire to connect to this plug. That way the black going in, it'll power both the black and the red side of the panel box on our 30 amp generator breaker. And then we have a ground rod here. We'll drive that in. Here's our copper ground wire. We'll drive that in later when we do the panel box. And then also over here, we've got a 12-2 wire inside of this. This will eventually be for our small mini split. We're going to put in here 110 volt mini split, 12,000 BTU. So that's it for the rough-in video. Stay tuned for an upcoming video where we tie in this service panel and finish off the grounding rod outside. We'll hook up the generator and give it a test run. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.